usually like to just go out on the balcony in the morning to get some sunlight to set that circadian rhythm, because it's a pretty strong signal for your body that like it's daytime, it's time to wake up. And then I make a cup of coffee. I like my caffeine, and personally I think that the best caffeine strategy is just to do one strong hit of like 200 to 250 milligrams of caffeine, so a large cup of coffee just once. You know, you can wait 1.5 hours if you want to let your body clear that adenosine naturally when you wake up. That's so you avoid the sort of afternoon tiredness. But since I'm still adjusting to the sleep schedule, I've chosen to just go all in. Then when I wake up, after I had a cup of coffee, I do some studying. It's really nice having an iPad. I used to just do everything on pen and paper, but having an iPad is so much nicer. It's more portable. You have everything in this little screen. So yeah, and then I also have this little kitchen timer. So a manual timer, that's because I just put my phone away. I'm still sleeping to the outside world. Like, people should not know I am awake. So I just have my phone on airplane mode, and then I can study math in 1.5 hours in silence. And I love to do math first thing in the morning, because when I wake up, I want a very clear activity that I'm supposed to do while I'm waking up that is like an early win. So whether that is for you, can be workouts, can be study, can be work, you know, it doesn't matter. But for me, it's mathematics, because it's very straightforward. Like, I don't need to think like, what is the most needle moving business activity today? No, it's just I wake up and I do like the next page. Like, it's that simple. Because I believe 1.5 hours of consistent every single day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like it doesn't matter, every single day, 1.5 hours deep focus study is gonna give you like equivalent to 5 or 6 hours of unfocused group study in the afternoon at a university after you've had a bunch of carbs. I just feel like if you do this 1 hour of study every day for years, you can learn like entire university programs yourself just from this hour alone. So I don't believe in just, you know, going 2 weeks before, doing 10-hour days 2 weeks before. No, I believe in doing one lethal, super hyper-focused hour in the morning. That's where I live. Did a ton of algebra, like factorization, as you can see. It was quite a bit, but not too much, you know. Feel like it was a decently productive 1.5 hours. But now it feels like the brain has, you know, sort of started. So I'm gonna do a little mix of creatine. I typically go like 1.5 scoops. So around like 5 to 6 grams, something like that. Then I also do 1 scoop of an electrolyte powder. And this is because I'm gonna go to the gym and do 1 hour of zone 2. I think that gyms and doing strength training is one of the best times to also do socializing, because sometimes as founders get isolated quite a lot. So I think it's important to still be social. I think it's good for your mental health. I think that sometimes you need an external perspective, and sometimes you just need to fucking laugh, man. Because if you're someone like me who doesn't drink, it's very nice to have an activity that is like, you don't really have to think, you don't really have to talk about the activity, but you can always do the activity. It's very good for like talking and chatting, and I'll pop on my goals on the screen here. And one of them is 59 resting heart rate. So, you know, when you're 60, when you're 70, like those people who have 55 resting heart rate, their heart will have beat like 1,000,000 times less than the person with 66 in resting heart rate. I'm really happy with how the workout went. I'm gonna throw up the stats here on the screen. So I was pretty much only in zone 2. Sometimes I do have sessions where I'm like 20 minutes in zone 1 or leaking too much into zone 3. So for a zone 2 workout, I'm I'm actually really proud and happy that I was 40 minutes in zone 2. So pretty proud about the workout. So I just had a quick shower and came home, and now I'm gonna do some deep work. I'm gonna work for 3 hours deep work until 2 p.m. So I just finished the deep work. I did 1.5 hours only because I'm so hungry. So I'm gonna make some food right now And after lunch, I'm going to continue the deep work. I'm gonna make some banana pancakes. 1 banana, 2 eggs, and some cottage cheese, honey, and butter. So here's what the final food looks like. We have some banana pancakes, cottage cheese, honey, then sourdough bread, avocado, eggs, sun-dried tomatoes, and some iodized salt, or salt with iodine. Yeah. So I had a decent work session after, did some editing, looked for sound effects. I really want to get it right, so I'm trying to find the right sound effects and sort of build my library because currently it's empty. So that's what I did. Now it's currently almost 6 p.m. and I'm on my way to do a workout with my friend. So I just came home from the gym, and as always, this workout session just makes me really fucking happy. Yeah, man, I'm just so grateful to have a friend like him, to be honest. And it's always very fun and very stimulating and very valuable. You know, there's not often where you have all of those in one. It's always very nice, and I recommend that you find a friend that, you know, you have fun with, you click with, you connect with, but that you can also speak business with. I really think that you need both the logical and like the intellectual stimuli from each other, but also the emotional connection. I mean, that just gives so much to your relationship with a person. I'm actually gonna relax for a bit. I actually plan to go to bed today at 9:30 p.m. and it's currently 8 p.m. So I'm gonna eat this sushi and watch something relaxing that gets my heart rate down after this gym session, and then I'm probably gonna go to sleep.